What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, tigerfitness.com. I've been waiting for this moment a long time. For the entire 2020s, I have been told to stay in my lane. When talking about the virus, I was told, well, you're not a doctor, stay in your lane. When I'm talking about anything political, well, you don't know what you're saying, stay in your lane. When I probably know more about history and politics than I do bodybuilding. But for once in my life, I am actually perfect for this topic. I have played football, granted not in the NFL, but I have played football, and I coach currently. Granted, I coach little kids, but I also coach big kids and adults because I have a performance facility where I coach all kinds of athletes. And I thrust myself into this conversation about Travis Kelce. And there were some things that were said by right-wing political pundits, aka what I like to call grifters, that kind of got to me because it was stupid. Look, we could talk about the NFL being rigged. We could talk about all that stuff, man. I would say that the NFL writers who wrote that I will have a punt bounce off the back of a man's Achilles. That's brilliant writing right there, guys. Bravo. Bravo. Good job. So at the end of the day, man, let's rock. Before we rock, go to tigerfitness.com, the greatest multivitamin pack ever created, MTS Nutrition Immortal. If you're not taking this, you're missing out. It's $1 a day for all you need. Look at that. Anyway, let's get back to the video. So about that bump. Now, I saw the bump. I'm like, oh, wow, that was wrong. Don't do that, Travis. Bro, don't be bumping your coach. Don't be bumping your coach. That was Usher, not R. Kelly. There's a lot wrong with a little bump and grind on your coach. Don't do it. But I understand. I understand because even at 13 years old, I understand what it's like to be a highly competitive type A person. I understand what it's like to want to win and contribute so much. One time, I was a pitcher, believe it or not, on my 13-year-old baseball team. And I'm not proud of this moment, but I was a pretty good kid. I didn't really become a bad kid till I was a little bit older. But I remember that a ball was hit to right field, and for the fourth play in a row, our right fielder, who was really bad, he made an error. 4 plays in a row. So I threw off my glove. I ran to right field and tried to beat him up. I got held back by the umps and stuff. And not proud. Not proud of that at all. It was stupid. But I was in the heat of the moment. Well, Marc, you're only 13. I'm making a point here. When you are competitive, when you are at Travis Kelce level. Now, Travis Kelce, whether you like Mr. Pfizer or not, whether you believe in his we don't even know his politics, guys. Like Taylor Swift has been political. If I'm looking at the Kelces, I'm looking at a good family from Ohio. Jason is loved like no other in the city of Philadelphia. These are good people. They went to University of Cincinnati, which is right by our warehouse in Loveland, Ohio. I'm not pegging him for a blue-haired Democrat. I know he did some things. People are mad at him for taking a knee for BLM, whatever. Everybody took a knee for BLM. Guys, even I was fooled into putting the black square on my page because I looked at it and I'm like, yeah, of course, black lives do matter. They do. Let's put a square. And then I found out they're just stealing money. And then everything started burning down. It was crazy. Actually, the money was after the stuff burning down. Stuff burning down. I'm like, why are we burning things? Guys, am I still in my lane? I want you guys to comment, because I get out of my lane. I'm unsubscribing. Talk about only fitness. No, this is a coaching channel too, and it's a Marc channel. So at the end of the day, it was a bump. Travis Kelce got in his face. He was so into it that he bumped him. He didn't push him. He didn't punch him. He didn't throw him, although I don't think he's strong enough to throw Andy Reid. Andy's a big guy. Travis is a strong dude, but Andy's like 300-something pounds. Okay, it was wrong. People are like, well, would you be happy if your son pushed a coach? I'm like, no. If my son's in the Super Bowl, I'm going to understand. Like, just because you won a state championship in the lowest division in high school doesn't mean that you know what it's like to compete at that level. I don't know what it's like to compete at that level. I'm a professional athlete, but in bodybuilding, the most you could do is run into someone in a banana hammock. I've never put on pads and a helmet and played on the most watched TV show in America. I know the World Cup's bigger. I know you football fans. But at the end of the day, man, that's a next level. Just, dude, to play in the NFL, you have to be a psychopath, period. And I'll be honest, like if I'm a coach, like when I was coaching my little kids, right, 10 years old, 9 and 10, we had kids on the sideline everybody started, right? That's how we do it at the football organization I'm at. Best football organization in the world. I say that because I love it. And I had kids who started on offense but didn't start on defense. Everybody started, but some kids started both ways. We had 18 kids on the roster. And, bro, they were up in okay, can we go in, coach? Can we go in, coach? Can we go in, coach? And it gets annoying, but then you're like, bro, these kids want to ball. These kids want to go make a difference in the game. Now take that to a level where you're Travis Kelce playing for the most elusive thing in a football player's life. That is a Super Bowl victory. I'm getting heated, especially when I know, and look, everybody's like, well, he choked. And when he's not having the best game. And everybody's like, oh, he just ruined his career. Benny said that. This Benny Johnson guy, again, I follow him, right? Like, I agree with a lot of his political takes. I'm a conservative. I'm a libertarian, but let's be real. Like, a lot of my values are conservative. Not the look, man. He ruined his career. No, he's Travis Kelce, bro. He didn't ruin anything. Like, and then all these conservatives saying boycott football. They're this, they're woke. Yet every conservative's over there commenting on the damn game. If you stuck true to your original word, you wouldn't have watched the game. You wouldn't even know Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift exist. But the thing is, Democrats winning make you money. That's the thing. You want to sabotage Trump. You want to sabotage. Because I literally, now, Instagram post, I'm going to read a little bit here. So Benny Johnson posted, hey kids, don't ever mix your 7th COVID booster with Bud Light or else we'll end you. Where'd it go? It's playing. Or else you'll end your career on national TV. What a disgrace this guy is, with a video of Andy and Travis. So I wrote, and I thought this was fun. I didn't think anyone would care. I thought I'd get like 0 likes, but I'm like, yeah, it's during the game. It's a commercial. I don't care about commercials. And honestly, they sucked. So I'm like, I put, it's the heat of the moment in the biggest game of the year. Conservatives are really missing the mark on this one. For one, these smooth babes were like, what's it got to do with being conservative? The entire post was about politics. The 7th booster, somehow the vaccine became political and it a Democrat thing when Trump's still out there claiming it's his vaccine. Guys, which is it? Trump's your God. I get it. I'm voting for him. Okay? But like, you guys are out of your mind. You guys are unhinged. You're just as bad as the left. The comments in here are just insane. People got so mad at this comment. It's just absolutely insane. You guys can read through it. I'll link it down below. But yeah, this Benny Johnson, like, I understand his job is to get engagement because that's how he makes his money. The problem with these influencers is just like these Insta-hoes and these fitness influencers, they make money on engagement. So they can post the most absurd-ish. And here we are. And we're arguing about it. And now I'm posting more absurd-ish, getting them more views. And then before that, Benny Johnson goes and posts on Twitter that Travis wore some sequenced weird outfit. It was weird. Now, if somebody who was on the right wore it, they'd be like, that's right, show out, MAGA. But because he wore it, Benny goes, this is not a man. Benny, with all due respect, like, I love your shit. You got 2.1 million followers on Instagram. You're doing something right. But if I look at you, no offense, you look at me, I know I'm not the best looking guy. I look stupid. I'm short, whatever. You look like just a nerd, right? Like I'm not being real. Travis Kelce is playing football at the highest level. He's dating the most rich person, like the most wealthy girl in the... What do you define as a man? He's not on welfare. As far as I know, he doesn't have a bunch of kids running around he's not paying child support on. So what makes him a man? How are you going to say a man's not a man? Like, dude, it's a man ability to fight? Benny, go fight Travis. Maybe take off your fucking glasses, but go fight Travis. Don't keep your glasses on. You don't want to ruin them. What is wrong with you? You're questioning a dude being a man? Okay, so let's go. What is a woman? There's a big question. A woman is a female, right? Like with a vagina. We've had this conversation on the right. I'm pretty sure, I haven't checked, pretty sure Travis has a penis. That would make him a man. Oh no, that makes him a male. Let's shut up. You guys are here's the problem. The left went off the cliff. So instead of arguing with nuanced points and things that can be won, you grifters are arguing the most absurd stuff. It's absurd. Like is he a man? Is he a man? Fight him. I'm serious. How do you define a man? What has Benny Johnson done? What has Benny Johnson done that makes him a man and makes Travis Kelce not a man? I want to know that. What have you done? What have you done that makes you a man? The man's playing at the highest level. That's gladiator shit. You couldn't do that, bro. Dude. Okay, here's the deal. Women, if you are in a dark alley and 3 criminals, they look like criminals, they have teardrop tattoos, they have a sword on their back. I don't know. Like, you're looking at some dark alley-ish. If you're walking down an alley, what man would you rather have with you to protect you? Benny Johnson or Travis Kelce? Yeah. No one's picking Benny's ass. It's absolutely, you guys have just lost the plot. It's absolutely absurd. So why is this even political in the first place? I did a video about this. Is the NFL rigged? I don't know. Looked real to me. I was just saying, like, in fact, I thought the calls favored the Niners. The Niners were given preferential spots on the ball over the Chiefs. If I'm making an argument, I'm arguing that they wanted the upset. But instead they got the story and Travis kissing. I've said this before. What if, hear me out, what if they actually like each other? Like, I know they're both actors, right? At least he's been in a Pfizer commercial and Taylor Swift is just saying and stuff. But like, what if they actually like each other? Because they look like they like each other when they're kissing and stuff on the field. They look genuinely happy to be together. What if, hear me out, now the same shit, y'all don't realize, like, the same shit happened, but it wasn't as political when the other Spice Girl married it was David Beckham, right? David Beckham. Same shit. And that was an even bigger stage. That was the World Cup stage. The World Cup makes the Super Bowl look like a weekend Pop Warner football game. The World Cup, when I lived in Silmar, California, I had a house there in my 20s. Very Mexican community. And I'm saying Mexican, not Latinx or Latino or whatever people call it now, because they were literally from fucking Mexico. Okay? It was a Mexican neighborhood. A lot of Mexicans. And, dude, they took the fucking week off work for the World Cup. And this is just to watch it at home. They didn't travel to the World Cup. They took the week off work. And these were normal jobs. This wasn't a fucking rich community. These were people that had to work. And like, nah, man, we're staying home watching the fucking World Cup. So I will say there were some weird things, right? I'm going to give you that. Ice Spice, whichever Spice Girl it was, with the Q-tip, carrot top, and all this, throwing up the devil signs. Not a good look, but at this point, I think they're just trolling y'all. Because everything they do, Taylor Swift could wear black and white and be like, oh, that's a cult. A Satanist. Y'all are out of your mind. Out of your mind. Look, man, she's a Democrat. Yes, so is every other singer. And yes, she will influence voting. If they could vote, all her fans are 12. Seriously, like my daughter, she went to a concert in Illinois back in the day, a Taylor Swift concert, had an amazing time, loved it. Now that she's 18, she's like, I'm not going to that. No, I'm good. And she went to a Drake concert the other day. Drake, Drizzy Drake. I mean, it's a progression. If you're a Swiftie above 20 years old, I'm just saying you're probably voting for Biden anyway. I'm just saying based on the demographics, like you're probably going home, petting your cats, and then voting for Biden. That's a Biden voter. It is what it is. Trump voters, I'm starting to worry about y'all. Y'all have completely come unhinged. But Ice Spice or whatever, whichever spice, I forgot which spice it was, scary spice, spooky spice, whatever. Throwing up the signs of the devil, not a good look. Just out of nowhere with the upside down cross. It's like, you guys be a little less Satanist. So just tone down the Satanism just a little bit. I mean, I understand like it's a troll. They're trolling y'all, dude. Bro, even Biden trolled y'all. Biden's like, good job, guys. Glad we fixed that game. Y'all are making them seem likable. Dude, on this Benny Johnson, scroll through the comments on Benny's post on Instagram. I'll post it down below. Like, people are calling me a leftist. I can't fucking win. I'm either maggot or I'm a leftist. How about I'm just nuanced and I call stuff as I say it? It might be wrong. I'm wrong a lot of the times. But I'm usually right. I was right all during COVID. Everything I've said about what will happen, what did happen, everything I was right about. I was right about the lockdowns. I was right about the masks. I can say that now that YouTube's not censoring it as much. So at the end of the day, political grifters are a freaking problem. And they want there to be drama. They have to create drama because it creates clicks and views. It's like writing a title on a newspaper trying to get people to read it. When I took writing for the mass media in college, they said you have to have a title that gets people in, and then you start with the most important, go down to the least important. All these people are doing they're brain effing you, bro. Like, they do not care. Do you think Benny Johnson cares if Trump wins? Trump loses, he gets to grift on a Democrat presidency and everything forever. Like the guys going to Mar-a-Lago. Look at this. All these guys who say the most absurd and unhinged shit, they get invited to go everywhere. They're going to Mar-a-Lago. Here's guys who literally, I don't even know have they even had jobs outside of being pundits and riling up shit? Probably not. They're a problem. They're making millions of dollars. God bless them for finding their lane. But they're making millions of dollars just starting ish. It's annoying. But I get it. We fell for it. Here I am, right? So another thing, conservatives, saying you don't watch the NFL is not winning. It's not. Look, man, my son plays football. It's an American pastime. I coach football. I coach hundreds of football players. Football's life, dude. Football is the greatest game in the world to me. I'm not going to stop watching football because it says end racism in the back of the end zone. I'm not going to stop watching football because some players decide to kneel in 2020. I'm not going to stop watching football because Taylor Swift is there. Football is amazing. If you see what football does to help children develop, to help them develop teamwork, to help them develop citizenship, to help them develop all this stuff, it's just, why are we... First of all, grifters, the Benny Johnsons of the world, weren't you supposed to be boycotting the NFL? No, because there's money on you commentating on the NFL, because that's how you make your money. You make your money commentating on stuff that pisses people off. You're just as bad at dividing the American population as the left. You just are. We should be trying to unite, not divide. I understand there's some on the left that have fallen off a cliff. Those people with cat pictures in their profile, yeah, we're probably not going to help them. The people who are on the street burning shit for Hamas, probably not going to help them. However, most of America, if you venture outside your house, go outside your bubble, most Americans just want to get along. They want to be able to pay their bills, feed their family, and have a little bit of fun and afford a vacation. They don't really care about Taylor Swift and scary, spooky, ice, whatever spice it was at the damn Super Bowl, throwing up a gang sign for the devil. Nobody cares. People just want to have the best outcome possible. So if you truly want Trump to win, stop being stupid. You guys are just being stupid. You literally have a guy who voted for Trump twice, who has been called a maggot more times than I can count, who's actually a libertarian, which is weird, but who am I going to vote for at that party, right? Like, they have no presidential candidate. So you have me being called a leftist for thinking that maybe Travis Kelce should get a pass on this one. Now he should apologize, celebrate the Super Bowl, come back and say, yo, and I'm sure he already did. I'm sure he and Andy already hashed it out as men. What do you want Andy to do? Throw his arguably a top 3 player on the team off during the most important time of the year? If he punched him, yeah, but he literally bumped him. And the reason he almost fell is that Andy Reid is morbidly obese and out of shape. Andy Reid would probably, like, you did this, and he's off balance. Dude's not exactly an athlete at this point in his life. Another thing is vile people. So I wake up this morning, and I was really proud yesterday. I announced my daughter was accepted into the Kelce School of Business. Very excited. So I go on Instagram. I see a comment on that post saying some vile shit about my daughter. This is shit the left does, y'all. And I could tell he was from Benny because all of his profile was just America stuff and stuff complaining about Biden. Guys, get a life outside of this, right? Pay attention to it. Another thing I'd like to address is football is not bred in circuses. You can do 2 things at once. I run businesses daily, I coach kids daily, and I also, on weekends, I like to, watch a game with my child. And I'll be out doing other stuff. I usually have my laptop with me, but I'll have the game on in the background. I understand people who live their life and identify as a team, like, hey, we won. Motherfucker, you're not on the team. I don't get those people. I'll never have another man's name on my back on a jersey. That's not me. It's because I'm probably a narcissist. But guys, it's okay to watch football. It doesn't make you a bitch. It doesn't make you not a man like Benny Johnson says. Look, man, if Benny Johnson's a man, then hey, why don't you and I go head to head? If you're a man and Kelce's not, if I challenged Travis Kelce to a sparring match in boxing, he'd be like, yeah, let's go. Because he'd kick my ass. He doesn't even know how to box. The dude's like 6'4", and he's strong as shit and fast. He can wing it and he'll at least take it to me. And I boxed 7 years. I'm not very good, but I'm at least a little bit trained. 7 years worth. Benny, are you fighting anybody? If this is about, I want you to define what a man is. Ability to fight. Is it voting for Trump? Is it not taking a vaccine? What is the definition of being a man? I would like to know what that definition is. Because again, like, I look at Travis Kelce when he's not wearing sequins dresses, and I'm like, that's a man. That looks like a man to me. I look at you and I'm like, that's a guy who got beat up in high school and is just mad. Just saying. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts. Benny, this is not intended to insult you. I just want you to wake up and realize that your grifting is actually hurting your cause. You need some Immortal. At least you'll be healthier. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm Marc Lobliner. What do you think? Comment down below. I'm in my lane. Finally in my lane. That's not a game. Would you just give them something that's elementary, something that's budget, or would you want the best? When looking at performance, these kids don't come in here to just be elementary, to just be normal, to just be average. They train hard. As someone who's been in the industry for 20 plus years, who literally pioneered the intra-workout category, when putting together a hydration formula, you want something that addresses essential amino acids and branched chain amino acids. You want that in the formula because you want to make sure that you're feeding the muscles as you go. Branched chain amino acids and essential amino acids, it's the building blocks of protein. So we take exactly what you need in the ratios that are proven by science to work, but that's not enough. You want something that makes those amino acids work more. Well, how does that happen? Well, there's something called velocitol, which actually doubles the power of your amino acids. Muscle loss, even if they're well-fed, can be an issue. That is why we put HMB in there, to make sure that they stave off the potential catabolic effects of training. Then what's the final component? You make it taste amazing. And I know that the athletes I coach, they want the best. When I'm looking at all the kids I coach who want to go to that next level, we don't want basic. Hydroglyph is great for not only the person who's going to the gym trying to be the best they can be, but it's awesome for high performance, goal-driven athletes. If you're looking for the best, look no further than Hydroglyph.